bro, 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 brother, bro. Look who it is. It is Vince Russo doing all the work. The Workers Club. Shape up. Do something for yourself.
Workers Club 136. It's Larry, it's Gus, it's Wilson. We're gonna keep going on Vince Russo. No news unless we got anything else anybody wants to talk about. Get off their chest.
There was one thing I was gonna play, but only if I can find it again. Is this it?
Oh.
Yes, here it is. Okay. Because I won't say what it is, but I think we have speculated about what this situation might be like, and we're gonna get confirmation. That's all I'll say.
Okay.
Oh, hang on, I forgot. I gotta present.
And
I guess, I enjoy hanging out with him. He's not.
Did you
just tell him like
Wilson smoked with Brett?
Oh, that's the question. Have you ever smoked with Brett?
Yes.
I guess,
I guess.
He's not telling like one joke after another, but he's, when he's telling stories, he's entertaining. He's always been super cool. That was what I bonded with him over, actually, was when I learned that he likes to smoke. Friend. So, yes. And I guess.
All right. Fuck yeah.
When did he cross streams with him, you think?
When he was back for when Brett faced Vince at WrestleMania, probably around that time.
I read he was gone then.
Was he?
Maybe a Terry Funk's retirement show? Was RVD on that?
I mean, Brett used to do random indie appearances too. He fucking showed up at a VFW hall in Summit, Illinois, for fucking Christ's sakes.
Yeah, or an autograph signing or something.
I
the
don't
Sheraton Hotel in Paramus, New Jersey, probably.
Larry and I were talking about how all these wrestlers get a fan and exploit them to be their co-host because they got all the technology know-how about how the internet works these days and podcasting and all that.
We gotta find someone to exploit.
I know, dude.
Who's our wrestler? We gotta find somebody. Come on.
We exploit the wrestler.
See, my friend who is in radio and has his own podcast production company, I'm like, and is a wrestling fan.
Look, pay just incredible $50 a week.
Larry froze, but it perfectly. He's smiling. It's a perfect Larry smile that froze on.
Sorry, I don't know why my internet's so shitty tonight.
Oh, don't worry about it.
But yes, I've thought about the taking advantage of an old wrestler before. That's all I'm saying.
Yes. Yeah.
But then you got to fucking put up with their IT problems.
Oh, just life problems in general, and
going out to Sweetwater, Texas, to fix Barry Windham's fucking microphone.
You're telling Barry Windham to plug it, turn it off, and turn it back on. Yeah, who doesn't have a podcast? Steve Kern? Steve, reach out to us, bro.
We'd bring Steve down. I don't want to do that to that man.
Yeah.
That's the thing we were talking about once, was that we're kind of not very reverential. You have to be reverential with these people. And that's just not, I don't think, in our DNA to, I don't know, be
not
like, oh, wow, that's so cool about, like...
Yeah, be like, what the fuck were you thinking?
Yeah.
Well, this one night we got these two rats and we're back at the hotel, and you go, oh, sweet.
Sir, you're a criminal.
Yeah, you have to smile blankly. Yeah.
Okay, calling the police.
We drew 120,000 people in Florida Sportatorium. And you're just like, oh, wow, 120,000. years.
War Memorial, huh?
Al Snow would be having a podcast with Gus and be like, then Ole Anderson was just grabbing everything. And Gus would be like, you were molested. Brother.
Well, I've never considered it that way, but, times are different.
He just, and the podcast just grinds to a halt as he's thinking about it. But that guy's set up too, the guy with the Rob Van Dam guy. People have made fun of my background on things, and I said, that guy, I'm joking about my sick ass Vizio in the background. That guy's got some kind of weird little monitor in the back there on the shelves. And then don't forget Jeff Lane with Vince Russo with all his toys. He almost has more than Vince in his background. Vince loves having knick-knack and clutter in his background.
Boy, that FTR clip, I laughed so hard. Because it's at the end of the video when you see the fucking furnace and the floor stops. I'm just
So
like, I
that's
know
not-
this is why we're always only getting the one view of this room. This is
The corner
half
with
of
the-
a room. This is 8 feet of a wall.
Maybe he doesn't have the money to finish it.
I bet his wife makes him take the shit down when the relatives come over, too.
Just put the titles away.
They
There's
looked
no
like
way.
shit, man. They were like just nailed up on the wall. Like,
Yeah.
you couldn't
Take
get,
a page out of Triple H. You got to have them looped and on the shelf.
Yeah, design of some sort.
you gotta get a display case. You gotta get some nice lighting on it. Even I would take a floating wall shelf over.
Yep.
Oh boy, you're gonna get so excited when I turn the lights back on here in a couple months.
I fucking hate wall shelves, by the way. Floating wall shelves are the fucking devil. I put them up in my house, and God, I fucking hate it. Hate them. Hate them.
I trust my wife. I trust that she's gonna be able to get these bad boys in for some book displayage.
Did you
good
already
luck.
do the bit with the stud finder?
Yeah.
That's why when we did that, you see those marks. Oh, did I do the bit where
Yeah.
like, hey, yeah, no.
Come on. That's the whole point of like being a man.
She would have made fun of me. She would have. I'm not like Vince Russo.
You gotta do the do 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 do.
Now, Vince Russo. We're gonna get into this book here soon, and I'm gonna prep everybody. Oh, should we talk about the JCW thing? Do we want to make this a thing where we watch on those nights, and then Gus can be more, because we caught Gus off guard on that, where we just randomly were like, let's do it, let's watch.
I don't remember how long it took. Yeah, we can find.
Gus, would you be into that?
It's like an hour.
We watch JCW weekly live and talk about it.
Sorry, that's obviously. Well, I kind of like doing it on the time delay, though.
Yeah, we didn't do it right, because then we could rewind it a little bit,
Right?
And because we couldn't catch some stuff. Because yes, I was like, I'm not ready quite yet. Yeah. So okay, there we do it. We're going to do it. And so then the next one, are you caught up, Gus, with JCW?
No, I'm not.
Okay, got it.
You want to throw up the Vito Russo interaction?
Well, yeah, because remember, 10 minutes of it is a Russo opening promo in the ring.
Oh my God.
Yep.
It is not a good start. No.
And he has his killer line is JCW could have sold to the Saudis, and nobody here would have been allowed. The women would be, your makeup would be off, your clown makeup would be off. You'd be wearing burqa, that kind of thing. It's I guess a shot at the WWE. Am I presenting it correctly? Yeah, that. I don't. It's a Vince
Can you
Russo
imagine
thing.
the Saudi Entertainment Fund
Yeah, he wants to
pouring
take a
money
shot
into
at
JCW?
Violent J's whitewashing. Great. Sports washing. Yeah. Let me see if I can explain it to Gus and make it make sense. Vince Russo, Violent J knew Vince Russo wanted to buy the company, and he said no.
Well,
Then, and he explains all this in long
But what I was going to say is he kind of does that in the last episode we watched with Gus. It's kind of just a continuation of that.
Yes, it's
promo.
the Vince Russo thing where a lot of stuff gets repeated again to, I assume, the same crowd, correct? And then
yes, it was both the Denver shows.
Vince then has a group called the Bro Sports Entertainment Group that then bid on the company. And then he has to add, well, you'd think Violent J would have known that was me, but he didn't. And
that was his out on that.
Remember, yeah, he was like, well, you would have thought that was me, but and he just was like, but he didn't. Because I guess he realized when he was writing the promo that he was like, well, why would, he already said no to me, why would he be like, oh, Bro Entertainment, Sports Entertainment? And the show ends with you didn't read the contract.
Don't give that away. We'll get
things.
That's the cliffhanger. Come on.
Okay.
First segment.
You got this. Got it, bro. What's this mafia stuff, man? This just a neighborhood thing. No, don't give me this. Does this look like a neighborhood to you? We are in an office. I am the investor. You are supposed to have my back.
I do have your back.
Where's the neighborhood, bro? Where's the neighborhood?
I'm protecting the investment.
Yeah, boy, Wilson, I am picking up. It does look like he has a hard candy in.
Yeah, Gus, I theorized that he's at the age where he has to have like a hard candy in his mouth. What do you think? What's in his mouth?
Russo or Vito?
Russo.
Yeah, he's kind of doing the thing where he's keeping
holding something in his mouth. Yeah,
does this look like a neighborhood to you? We
he
are
does.
Office. I am the investor. You are supposed to have my back.
I do have your back.
Where's the neighborhood, bro? Where's the neighborhood?
I'm protecting the investment.
This is a place of business. You got to get yourself under control.
All right.
Now, listen, I got a big meeting. I'm leaving for the meeting. I got to go to the hotel.
Gus's take on this, where we were like, or I had the question of, we spent 3 weeks with Vito being Vito, and then Vince came in, and Vince has a huge problem with Vito being Vito.
Mm-hmm.
What? Huh?
Makes sense.
Why would you make the guy he's looking at Vito and going, why are you a mafia man? Well, you hired him. You knew what he was, right?
Yeah.
Okay,
we go to a hotel.
Bro, I told you don't shit where you eat. I taught you that a long time ago.
Bro,
he taught him that.
What does that mean?
I got to be a businessman.
You got to be in charge, bro.
I gotta be a businessman. It's so funny.
Bro, you got to understand something. Let me tell you something. Bro, refresh my memory. Weren't you running around in a dress at some point? Weren't you doing that, bro?
I was under investigation.
Yeah, well, who got back to your roots?
We didn't catch that the first time.
Yeah, we did. The dress thing we did.
Well, the dress, but his reason, he said, I was under investigation.
No.
What does that mean? He was hiding?
Yeah, he was on the lam.
Investigation for wearing the dress?
He was lambing it on TV.
But yes, Gus, do you like Vince Russo bringing up old story, like gimmicks, story from 100 years ago?
Yeah, no, that's great. That's really going to help expand the audience beyond the juggalos.
Okay, can we talk about that? That Vince Russo was tweeting out, like, we need to get the numbers up or we can't shop this thing. Come on, stop it. Stop it. You're not shopping JCW around.
You think AMC wants to be in there?
For who? It can't crack past 45.
But come on, you don't think they could probably upload it to Tubi?
45 is TNA numbers though. You gotta.
Yeah.
It'll probably be higher on AMC, but 45 is like TNA on Destiny.
But hang on, it's not 45 watching it at once.
Well, do you remember when Kenny Omega showed up on TNA? Didn't they crack like 110,000? They're like, holy shit, we're on fire, folks.
Yeah.
But
yeah, they're not going to get on anything. That's. But yeah, who cares about? When was that dress storyline? Was that
you're a juggalo watching this, and you're like, Vito used to wear a dress?
Hang on, that was WWE like 06? Right?
How would you even find out about this now? Because all the libraries are like maybe going to be on YouTube or something. Like
it
it's
says
all gone.
mid 2000s.
So how many people are still watching, and who would even have
0.
remembrance of that storyline? And even if they did, who gives a fuck?
0. Yeah.
Why does he look like Kenny
He's
Loggins
booking for the
so
Mox.
much? He looks like. Do you know? Am I wrong? Kenny Rogers? I said Loggins. He looks like Kenny Rogers, right? Which one is it?
You could say any guy with a gray beard looks like that. Though.
But look at the hair. The hair length is concerning to me. The
it
length
is too
of it,
long.
that's way too shaggy for that age.
Yeah. But God bless him. He's Italian. He's still got a good head of hair. So
yeah. Or is he growing it out because the top's not working for him?
No, he's got good hair. I can't.
He's just got a helmet.
Bro, this ain't the neighborhood. This ain't the neighborhood. This is JCW, bro. You got to do things the right way. Bro, this is a big opportunity.
Bro.
Don't blow, Vito.
No crap
Don't
with heads.
blow.
Vito's like 55.
You have to-
62.
Oh, he's 62. Oh, okay. Hey, this is a big opportunity for you.
All right.
Don't do nothing, man.
I won't do
He gets
anything. We'll have a good
AARP
meeting.
magazines.
Have a cream soda. Calms you down.
What does that mean?
Christ, you can't do nothing
I'll repeat
around
myself.
here, fucking Russo. Oh, all right. Businessman. Be a businessman. Be a businessman. Here we go. Oh, excuse me.
I was told this wasn't going to happen. People bumping into each
Yeah.
other.
Literally happens. Oy.
Be a businessman. What are we doing?
It was a continuous tracking shot from one scene into another. It's
know,
kind
they're
of like
taking for
Magnolia by Paul Thomas Anderson.
Remember when that was happening on Raw and people were absolutely creaming?
Yep. Remember they were doing like the long entrances too? Like
Which does he even do anymore? I don't think
no,
he
they
does any of that.
stopped doing that, yeah.
Yeah. He got you. He got you.
Are you psyched about this match?
What's the match?
You're looking at it.
Violent J, Big Vito.
No, I'm not.
You will be.
Yeah, let him
That's all you have
build.
to say?
That's all I have to say.
After all this shit you've been pulling?
Listen, let's just calm it down, okay? Just a
You
little.
listen to me. You've been running around here like the big boss. Come to find out, you don't have any stroke. You do. You know something? You're a joke. I should slap the shit out of you right now.
So then go ahead and slap the shit out of me right now. Go ahead.
I would, but this is my business, and that's not how I conduct things here.
Yeah, you fucking asshole.
You know something? I will conduct business that way. After the show, in the parking lot.
Good.
Me and you.
I'm looking forward to it, you
Lights
fucking
out.
jerk off. Now get out of my face.
You left.
Now get out of my face about face.
Jerk off.
You fucking jerk off. Look,
It's
that
Good
should,
currency in that.
that should come back in wrestling. That should just be, you fucking jerk off. All right, what was the next thing? Do we want to do Vito and the
Oh,
threesome?
no, there is a short.
Today on YouTube, Stitcher, or however you get
Fair
Wait,
enough.
that guy got Ari Shafir?
Subscribe at gasdigital.com.
I'm in the woods
Goddamn.
looking for Bigfoot's.
What?
Man, you got to slow down, Joe. You're getting me stressed out. Come on, man. Think about what you're doing.
Hey, what is his name? No Cross Nick or No Hate Nick? What's his name?
Too tough,
Ooh.
Tony?
Too Tough Tony, motherfucker. I could
I
not think
can't
of it
believe
all
you couldn't
day.
remember that.
Oh yeah, no, that's my guy.
Yeah.
Think about the consequences.
I think
I
he's
am
the best
thinking about the
baby face in
consequences.
business today.
What is Too
Tony-
Tough Tony's accent? Think about the consequences.
We'll
Where
find
is he
out.
from?
Hold on.
Oh, Louisville.
Oh,
Okay.
that makes sense.
Vito.
He's
is the
definitely
one
cash
suffering
flow
consequences.
adjacent.
Oh yeah, they were
Too
both.
Tough. They should. Oh my god.
They were
could be
both
like mega
CZW
powers.
early 2000 guys. I bet they were.
Give it. Al. Listen to me. Too Tough Tony and Cash Flow tag team. Give it to me. We're watching.
And then they got a split. I got to see the death match.
Yeah.
Oh,
They'll both be bleeding buckets.
Wait, he goes to give a shot, and Cash Flow's in the crowd. He's drinking the shot, and then he starts hitting him. You know, that's how
I
you
want
do
him to.
that.
get Cash Flow's blood on the bottle and then do the shot. Okay.
He's been running around here like a boss. Come to find out, he's a joke.
Like
He's been
Sasha
embarrassing all of us. And I'm sick of the shit. It's going down tonight.
It's your office.
He's earned this, Tony. Fuck that.
Nice
Gorilla
Keurig
Bone.
back there.
We fight.
Gorilla Bone.
Yeah.
Okay.
Does anybody play that Mortal Kombat cabinet in the back? One of those cheapy ones you can get, for your basement.
Gus, is she on the dating apps around?
I haven't seen her. No.
The ring gal? No,
Yeah.
wait. We did. There was one gal in the front row that we definitely tagged as some of them could be a Gus possibility.
Another fucking Matt Cross match.
Can you handle that Juggalo lifestyle, Gus?
Okay.
Whoop whoop.
I have a problem with December 21st. The Juggalo show. The JCW show.
Oh yeah, you were gonna try and get to that.
Wife's out of town.
Uh-huh.
But you want to
Do I go up there alone?
Yes, you can behave yourself.
I mean, there's someone I might be able to call to go to the show with me, but I won't mention who. But
I mean, if I well, no, do it because then I want to get that. I want to get that full experience. I want to get that recap.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna book it.
He's single, right?
Yeah.
Turn him into a listener. Wow, he
You're
really doesn't
off-putting.
he really doesn't like me that much.
No.
What did I ever do?
Literally never said anything about that.
Oh, okay.
I would tell you.
Well, thank you. Love to hear when people are not huge fans.
Yeah. Okay, here we go.
Listen, I want you to stay right there because I want you to document this. Just in case somebody thinks that I'm threatening them. It's documented. All right, here we go. Important phone call.
Cool.
Yeah. Did you get everything done? Good. Everything all was taken care of. I like it. Listen, I gotta go. I got a meeting.
Just for men on his beard. Very tasteful about it. He doesn't go too
The mustache is crooked though.
Is it?
Yeah, it's like too thin on one side.
Oh shit. Let me see. I'm gonna have to see that in action. I didn't know.
See, this side's very
You have
thin,
the
the right
audacity
side.
to come in this office after everything you did. You screwed up last week. I give you a job, and
young
you messed
lady.
up.
Okay, I won't.
Every
Beat it.
time I tell you to do something, you.
All right, a real zinger's coming.
No, you can't explain shit to me.
Oh,
all
yeah,
right,
God.
me and you don't work
Strap
because
in.
you don't know what you're doing. All right, I'm just so pissed off at you. I don't even know what to do anymore. All right, stop. I hate when you do that. I hate when you do that.
So is that a
Listen.
gun in your pants, or are you happy to see me?
It's a gun. It shoots. Listen, I just said, come on. Why don't
What
you
a
just,
point.
easy. You know I don't like any of this stuff. No, really.
I don't like any of this
Listen,
stuff.
I'm supposed to be mad at you. All right? And then you come in and you do this stuff. I can't take it.
Just give me one more.
No, hold on.
Did someone say three-way?
What are you doing?
Poor young lady.
Beat him.
God damn. Feel so
Well,
bad.
what are you
for
doing
her.
in my office? Can't you see I'm having a meeting?
Look.
I'm having a meeting.
I see that, but we have important business to take care of.
She got a crazy squished little face. Like her hair starts an inch above her eyebrow.
Yeah, but she could do something. She could probably make it.
Well, I'm
you
not
know.
criticizing her. She's
No.
fine looking. It's
Yeah.
just a look.
Listen, this
It's
business
unique.
is more important. What is it?
Look, I need that meeting with Vince. I
Okay,
need
nothing happens here. Nothing.
No.
They'll be back in Denver on the 17th, so I'm getting tickets to that.
Shit.
Oh fuck!
Why
it.
don't they ever come out my way?
If you're
I went to high school with a juggalo,
Okay.
and then he
Why
was
don't-
he.
Reach
He
out
was-
to Joe. Say you want to promote a show. You're gonna start the
Oh my
streak.
god!
team.
I get involved with it. I get to meet
Absolutely,
Russo.
dude. You run the Omaha loop.
Oh my god!
Edit that out. My bad.
No, you're fine. It's fine. Larry doesn't edit. Come on. Unless I'm like, I think I just doxed my child.
Okay, paid hit. This is stupid. It's the Jasmine people beating up Willie Mack. And,
I know Gus is going to listen to the standalone watch-along episode, and so he'll agree with me completely that I'm over big dumb guys, childlike dumb guys.
Childlike big dumb guys.
Yeah, you know.
Or like a dumb, like Festus type gimmick. Are you
Yep,
talking
that's
about?
exactly what Larry said. Festus. Yep, all those. Just over it.
Olga.
Let's just take a long break from that.
Evod Sullivan.
Yeah. And Larry's very mean about that color commentator.
I was.
Damn, what was that ass?
That's the ring rat.
Okay.
Oh, did we make up the big booty cutie name?
No,
or
she says that.
Oh,
yes.
she says that in the first one.
But her
Okay.
name is the ring rat.
Cool.
We're gonna wife her.
Nope. No
Is
problem.
she in the Denver area waiting to meet?
Well, she is a couple times a year.
Oh man, I gotta get front row tickets, right? I gotta get
Brother.
the full.
Brother, and carry that W-2 with you.
Hold on.
Let me take care of you. Let me stop this madness.
Hold on. Let me see if I can get front row. This is gonna be fucking awesome.
You get your W-2. You redact certain things. I'll put it on a T-shirt for you.
Our camera's failing into
Just read
position because we've got another fight, and the Monster Corporation, much like they laid out Willie Mack, they're now laying out our champion, Two
Oh,
Tough
Bone
Tony.
Slugs is coming to
You
town.
gotta believe it came from Jasmine, it came from Vito, the directive to eliminate, but Tony's fighting. It's not a fight.
Great commentary.
It's an assault. And bottom line is, Violent J is heading into a fight in a parking lot, and his two top allies, Willie Mack.
If this promotion was worth its salt, Too Tough Tony would be blading right now, but I don't think Too Tough Tony blades from what we've seen the last 4 weeks.
He's run the razor before.
Well, then run it now. Let's make this mean something. Christ almighty. What are we doing?
Oh, yeah, we got to return, Gus.
Okay, so they're on pre-sale.
You need the
Oh
code?
shit, dude! Green Jelly is playing that fucking night.
Okay, I thought that was a concert/wrestling event. Yeah, okay, I saw that.
Oh my god, that's gonna be fucking wicked. Okay, so it sounds like the seats are like a free-for-all type situation. So
Yeah, I was going to suggest that.
Gus,
but-
don't you dare start pushing people around going, I gotta be up front for the big booty cutie. Get out of the fucking way.
listen, you don't want to know how much money I was comfortable spending.
Yeah, okay, here we go.
Will you at least, when Vince Russo's cutting promo, be like, seeing this,
Yeah,
totally
you
familiar
gotta
with
cat
it.
call Russo.
We'll
got
figure out
it.
something for sure. Like, it's got to be like
Got
one or
it.
two words and totally break him.
What would that be?
Oh,
Willie
boy,
Mays is a
I know what
homo.
it is, but
No.
you know, it wouldn't. You know, it'd be like trash talk on the field. You wouldn't ever repeat it anywhere else.
No.
Yeah, that's fair.
It involves family.
Yep. Yep.
Oh shit.
Yeah. I think it's her catchphrase, poor Amy.
I should do like a whole story on like Dog Man's like cousin.
Oh boy.
Oh, you know Dog Man?
Well, we got to try to be set and move on to their next matchup. My heart, my mind is backstage right now.
This lady.
But big time title fight.
Won't subject Gus to this. Or you just wanted him to see the Katrina Creed and then it gets changed to Cartina. It's Cartina and then it's Katrina. Oh, go yeah. Gus.
What's up?
Hollywood. Hollywood.
I know. Oh my god, if she's gonna be at the show, if I get a Hollywood 8x10,
Better make sure.
Oh my god, if Maria's there,
I can ask her about the
boy.
toaster. Be like, I sent you a toaster.
I've got my Amazon thing up. I'll be like, hey Maria, we gotta talk. Like,
Did you ever get this or what?
what's up? By the way, I love your daughter.
Now, Soraya was just talking about fans at a show.
Yeah, but I'm attractive and I make money.
The slaps will be welcome.
Well, what if Eric Darkstorm is there?
Oh no.
Looming
competition.
I think I can take him.
He's in that beat out piece of shit where she doesn't understand that wrestling fucking sucks. It's like, brother. Oh, guys, what do you think about that? Her telling the cameraman, "Look at my ass."
Can we rewind real quick? Did he say hometown?
Finally got that elusive win over Big Al to become the JCW Women's Champion. We know Haley's been on tour all across the country representing JCW everywhere she's gone ever since, but Zach the back.
Rewind a little bit more, yeah.
If Denver's her hometown, then
for the twerking. No, come on, she from Louisville.
Tough country, back in her hometown, back where she trained. Finally got that elusive win. Finally got Tough Country back.
Okay, hang on. Yeah, that's
I
what
just had fun
said.
listening to Mark Roberts say bougie is bad. But Hollywood Haley J, it was Too Tough Country, back in her hometown, back where she trained.
Too Tough
Finally
Country.
got that elusive win over Big Al to become the JCW Women's Champion. We know Haley's been on.
I don't know the lore enough.
In her hometown over Big Al. Let me look it up. Hang on.
Is Too Tough Country like Too Tough Tony's sister?
I think that's what they were calling her.
Oh.
Okay. Hollywood Haley, Somerset, Kentucky.
There's one JCW fan listening that's like, guys, come on, just follow the fucking show.
Denver, Detroit. Who did she fight?
Big Al?
Oh, Big Al. Okay, Alice, the fuck is her name?
Was there was really a gal in the front row that last
Okay,
time?
yeah, they did the show in Jefferson, Indiana. It was a JCW show in where she's from.
Okay.
Yeah. It's important to note.
All across the country representing JCW everywhere she's gone ever since. But Zach,
and then this is that chick Russo cut the promo with.
Oh, it is?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought it was somebody else.
I'm almost positive it's her.
Gus, wear a ref shirt at the show. Be that guy.
Oh man, can I find?
Probably get some work.
Yeah, you might. I was gonna say you might be ushered over, and be like, "Hey, man, can you just?"
Yeah.
You count to 3.
I was trying to think if
Can
there's
you
like
count to 3?
Like if I could do like a Juggalo take on the green shirt guy, maybe.
Yeah. Well, why aren't they painted like Juggalos? That seems like an easy thing to differentiate yourself and do.
Do I paint my face?
Yes.
No.
Yes. Absolutely.
Is that cultural appropriation?
Well, don't do blackface.
Or is it like
go to a Juggalo with blackface? What? Huh?
You guys think? No, we watched the match. Joey Janela did kill Sabu, right?
Don't tell that to him because he'll get very upset. And
But he did, right? We saw Sabu like fly out of the ring, launch 15 feet,
we
hit
watched
the back
it.
of his head on concrete, bleed out.
I don't know if I would put Sabu out there.
It was
on
like a
that
fever
night.
dream.
It seems like that could maybe be a Brett Lauderdale.
He was
who
very
was in
hot.
charge of saying, let's put him out there. And Joey Janela is very obsessed with like the wrestling like ruckus of it all. Like, of course, man, of course he was on drugs. He's Sabu. And it's like, yeah, but that doesn't mean it's 2025 now. This isn't ECW in 1996 or like insert any territory really where they're like, yeah. Remember, you know what I think about a lot? Steve Austin, where he's like, I never went into the ring on any kind of drug. That was a big thing he hung his hat on.
Steve said that?
Steve Austin, yeah.
Okay.
Is he including painkillers on that though?
You think he was on painkillers at one point? Maybe.
Come on.
Yeah.
I don't know. I trust him.
He had double knee braces at like 32. Come on.
He who is? Oh, you don't think he was like John Cena, who claims he doesn't take
always
any
fucking
painkillers?
hurt. Always hurt, Steve.
Do you think Paul Levesque doesn't like John Cena because John Cena, his steroid injuries healed quickly, and then he also claimed he never did any painkillers, but then like Triple H just never. He couldn't. His body is not John Cena's body.
No,
you know what I mean?
Because
I don't
Triple H
think
is
it's
another
that-
guy. Sorry.
It's just not. I don't think it's that deep. I think it's just that
Yeah.
Daddy loved John more than Paul.
But for sure, Cena's health is like a 94, and Triple H's is like a 32. If this was Madden,
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
Also, there's the whole thing of Stephanie kind of. The lore goes of Stephanie being like, "Hey,
I heard you rapping on the bus."
yeah. Triple H is like in the bathroom rapping, being like, I can do this. Freestyling. Continue.
boy, it would have been interesting to hear, man, the at-home conversations in like 2003. Cena's getting that first push. The at-home conversations between Steph and Paul
Is
about
John
Cena.
Is John Cena the last guy, as John Cena would put it, that they put gasoline on instead of snuffing it out? Is he the last guy?
No.
A while with him.
I mean, Roman. I mean, I'm trying to think of
their
somebody.
model kind of necessitates them to gas somebody up.
But the Roman would be the next big push, but nobody wanted it. Right? Would he be the next big like name guy? That
They did, just not in the way they did it.
Yeah. But
People
I mean,
definitely did. He was the most.
They
over
wanted
all of those
Cena
guys.
at one point, and then they didn't. But they kept going with it, and it became the thing of like, oh, some people hate.
But that's
him, some
because they
people-
changed his character.
Yeah.
He wasn't edgy anymore.
I'm just trying to think of like anybody they've created where they're like, this is our guy outside of Roman. I can't, but I'm also not like real like I don't pay attention
There's
enough.
not a ton of those guys.
They did it with Hogan. They tried it with Warrior.
Yes.
Taker, I would say to a degree. They tried with Diesel.
Batista
Yeah, well, that's the thing. I don't know. I mean,
got a Mania win.
Yeah,
that's the got a Mania one.
I mean, Brock.
Saying
they're
title
still
match
giving-
main event. That was a
still
big.
giving
You know,
Brock wins.
Brock.
Man, I don't like commercials on TV, like when they show like deformed children with like bad legs and cleft palates. Like
the cleft
can
palate.
I pay you money to not ever show these ads again?
I swear the St. Jude ad runs for some reason more
What ad?
when I'm seeing the folks. St. Jude.
Okay.
And yeah, it's always fucking.
I got the Mercy ship ad right now, and that was pretty brutal.
You know, just think that maybe they'll become a great actor like Joaquin someday.
All right.
What?
What are you doing?
He's probably the most
You're
famous
hiding around
person with a
corners,
cleft
man,
palate.
always popping up everywhere. Huh? Listen, I gotta get out of here.
Vito.
What is it? You're always in my way.
You might want to listen to me. I'm telling you. You're gonna need me. I don't need you. Vito, you're about to go and fight Violent J.
Gus,
You're
how
looking
old
good,
does
you're a
Vito
big
look
man.
when he doesn't
You
have his
know-
aviators on?
Are you for real? Violent J?
I think he looks good for his age.
I think so too. He said he's 62. I thought he was closer to like 52.
Yeah.
But when he puts his aviators on, that does shed some years. And then when he sees eyes, and they're the only thing that
And-
aren't smooth.
And the dye job.
Yes, and his. Let me
He
look at
has
this
dyed the
mustache.
eyebrows. So that's good.
It's better for you. to
Kind
be
of looks
my
like Charlie Day a little bit.
I'm telling you. You
Little bit.
need me. You can either do this with me, you're gonna do this under me.
The only thing that's gonna be under
We
is
didn't really
Violent
talk
J.
about
You know
what's
what I don't need
Vampiro's
you- I
angle
want you to
here.
watch
He
this.
wants to be involved.
Yeah, we don't know anything about this.
Yeah, Vampiro's just kind of like keeps
Very
offering his help.
Right?
But he didn't really. All right,
Hey,
let's get Gus's on it.
Oh.
Shadowboxing.
He
What do you
disappeared.
think?
Freaking did it again. Always disappearing.
Thank you, Vito.
Gus, do you think his shadow boxing is better or worse than the Undertaker's?
Taker's is cooler because he tapes up his fists.
There you go.
You guys ever tape up your fists?
I think I might have tried it once, and it was so uncomfortable and too tight. And
yeah, I'm with Larry. Where yes, I have. I don't remember why I was doing it, but I was going to do one.
I think I'm going to do that on a conference call. Next time I have a call with this guy that I fucking don't like, I'm just going to start taping on my fist.
Start taping up as he's talking. Man, now you're making me think about this thing, and I'm getting irritated.
What thing?
The thing Phil lifted off of the fighter. I can't even remember the guy's name right now. The loosening up the wrists and all. What are we doing?
Yeah.
I thought that was a Dean Malenko thing.
No, Malenko would check the tape. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, he's doing this. Phil, it was a fight.
When I walk around the house.
No, it was an MMA guy that Phil grabbed this from.
That was his taunt in Revenge.
God.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, no. I
do a clip of Phil doing this, and then a clip of Mickey Gall just absolutely lighting him up.
That body slam on a loop.
Just whammo, whammo. Or him just limply hanging onto Mike Johnson.
Not a match, but a fight in a parking lot against Big Vito. I don't think this is a wise move. Jay's risking so much doing this.
King Kong ain't got nothing on me.
Jasmine, whoa. Well, Violent Jay's got a weapon. He's got the kendo stick. Violent Jay's ready for battle.
Jay, think about this, Jay. Jay, think about this, Jay. Jay.
Pause it, Larry. Tell Gus what or Violent J has when we looked him up because we were talking about like his health. Do you remember what he found? Does he have like heart arrhythmia or something? Like his heartbeat doesn't work.
I don't remember that.
Something you were like, oh, he's got like heart palpitations or some shit.
He definitely has health problems. Yeah. Okay, he does have atrial fibrillation.
That's what it was.
And announced ICP's farewell world tour. He says he will still play when he's physically able. That's just concerts.
Yeah, imagine doing this with Vito, and that's how you kick it.
Come on, Peanut. You gotta go potty, dude.
What is atrial fibrillation? Oh, it's just an abnormal heartbeat.
Yeah, that's what I say. Yeah, heartbeat don't work. You get hit in the chest, and that offbeat, boom, gone.
Well, did he have the gimmick put in though? Because my dad had a gimmick put in.
Yeah, I don't know.
Well, you'd hope. He's Violent J.
Yeah, it's supposed to like shock you when you start going.
He's got the same thing Ric Flair's got, like a super pacemaker.
Yeah.
He's also really yo-yoed in weight. Like he was always the big guy, but then he got skinny.
He's the Oprah of this world.
And now, he's the Oprah of Juggalo.
Of whatever, what would you call it? Rap rock?
I'm just always stunned because every time I go to the Wikipedia, it's a skinny photo. So it's always like shocking. Like, who the fuck is that? Because it's pretty different.
I'm looking at these two people painted as juggalos, and I'm like, is Vince Russo going to do a thing of somebody in the crowd with a juggalo? But it's a mask. It's supposed to be paint, and then he lifts it up. And it's like, oh no, it's Vince Russo. He's in the crowd. Go ahead.
A Violent J with that kendo stick. This parking lot fight has begun. Violent J is assaulting Big Vito. Oh. Vito's paying for all of his sins, all of his abuse of power. All night, all month. Russo's back.
What are you doing? You run this place or are you one of the boys? What is it, bro? What is it? You want to be one of the boys? No problem, bro. You are relieved of your
64
duties
years
as
old.
of now. You want to be one of the boys? You're one of the boys.
So close to
You
70.
can't do that. Oh, yeah, I just did because let me tell you something, bro. That contract you signed gave me 51% of your company, bro. That's right. Majority.
Do you think Vince just spit there? Because he did a hard blink. Or he's on drugs. Watch Violent J.
Yeah.
Of your company, bro. That's right. Majority owner. You are out as commissioner, bro.
Oh my God!
Son gave me.
Okay.
You're one of the
You can't do that.
Oh, yeah, I just did because let me tell you something, bro. That contract you signed gave me 51% of your company, bro. That's
Nah, I
right.
think he just blanked.
Okay.
Majority owner. You are out as commissioner, bro.
Oh my God! Violent J's company for
The bros are so funny because that's like really popular amongst the kids now. Like my friend's kid, I was like over there like at Thanksgiving, and this like kid was like, I don't know, probably like 7 or 8, and was like, bro.
Yeah,
Like-
no. My child's always like, bruh.
So hearing
Bruh.
Vince like, it's just
He should at least adapt to bruh. Bruh.
bruh.
Or bruv.
6, 7.
Yeah, to drop a 6-7 in there. I was watching the toy show from Ireland. It's a yearly tradition in our house. And
What's
the amount
the
of
toy
kids. Ireland has a late night talk show. And once a year in the beginning of December, they do a show where it's about charity and toys and songs and So it's a themed Christmas show. And the amount of kids in Ireland that were like, also shout out to my class 6'7", 6'7". It was like, oh my lord, my wife was like, oh my lord, it's across the pond, it's everywhere. Do you want to take a break or do you want to get into it?
Take a break.
Okay.
Does it so it catches. It's also kayfabe, so. We're gonna go
I think poor Amy would definitely. You're getting a stare.
Oh man! On the off chance Amy is in the. Ooh.
Here's what you yell. You ready? This will stop him dead. Will Clark sucks dick.
Did you get to the part about about the name of the son?
He says it in the second book.
Oh, he does that too. Yeah, where is Amy's father's name is Will.
Hmm.
And then he says, but it's not because of that. It's because of Will Clark.
You can't even kayfabe it, you pud.
Well, we last left Vince off. He was about to go to college. He was telling us about his wrestling passions, which was predominantly about how horny he got when he watched sitcoms.
The newly born again.
Yeah, this is a book about him being saved. Chapter 5, the best day of my life. The best days of my life. He says he stopped caring about wrestling when he was 18. He's going to go to Indiana State University on the Evansville campus. And he would like to say he was a virgin when he went. He admit it, he say. He brings up that he did date the same girl in junior high. And he talks about they were experimenting quite a bit.
What does that mean?
He just said more and more. Enough said. Well, here he goes. He
hand
just
stuff, prostate stimulation.
No,
you know,
he's all gay and making analogies to food.
Well, here he goes. I don't know. Picture what you will what any of this means, but he says he had the soup, he had the salad, he had the appetizer and the main course.
Salad implies eating ass.
Well, the appetizer and the main course, and then, but he hadn't had dessert.
That's weird.
I did note. Wouldn't sex be the main course?
Yeah. I don't want to know what dessert is.
It was gonna be dirty, but
at the time he felt a presence. There's just something that stopped him
Yeah, it
from.
was the guy that was bullying your wife.
There's just something that stopped him from experiencing, as he puts it, quote, that tasty, extremely dangerous Sara Lee cake. And he spells it Sarah.
What a war horse, man. I mean,
I don't know. I mean, I don't know what that says about young Vince back then. When you're a young man, sometimes, I don't know, he decided. I mean, this was an active decision by his.
why was he made this way? Like, as a human, he's just so defective. Because I'm trying to think, like, why can't he just fucking be normal?
We talked about it where it was like he's subjecting everyone to his mental illness, and then I don't know. It's because here, I mean, think about this. He writes, he never got the birds and the bees talk. He wrote, "You found out what you found out by watching HBO after the parents went to bed," and I was like, wait. He's funny. He said he didn't have cable when he was a kid. 2, HBO, what it would be, didn't happen until like 1992. Like, it was not like that even in the what are we talking about here? Why is he making himself younger than he is? He found out about it on HBO.
Or he lived with his parents for longer than we think.
So he says, was it my conscience? Well, he doesn't believe he has a conscience. Okay. He thinks it's just that same thing, God, that told him to hang out with his grandma before she died. No guidance, no education about sex. He figures if he would, he might have had a kid because he would have been papewing everywhere. I never had sex. I was being protected from myself. Thank you, God. That was after Save Vince. So he gets to Indiana.
Don't act like that. That's not honest.
No, it's
That's what I'm saying. Like, typically you'd think of Vince Russo prior to the after Save Vince cutting in here would be like, he'd be all about trying to get laid. He wouldn't have stopped himself. So is he lying or what was really stopping? Because he didn't know God at that point. He just says, "Oh, prison stopped me." So who's he talking to? What's he talking about?
I think he's just trying to. It's like a self-explanation for his lameness.
Why is he a virgin?
Yeah. Just I don't. I'm not.
Vince, you could make up
I'm
anything.
not a super horny guy, and I have a great marriage, but even I would be like, man, I could have killed it in college even more than I did. You know what I mean? Like, even I have regrets.
Dude,
like that.
Listen, I spend probably like 5 to 10% of my day, like just in small 1-minute chunks. Like,
Sure.
Well, Vince goes into more detail about his mindset when it comes to sex. Vince will be the first to tell you he's not horny in the most weird way possible.
he might be the horniest guy we've read so far.
Absolutely.
Listen, Brett's classy.
Brett's acting out on it. Yeah.
Brett's a romantic.
Yeah. So he gets to college, and
Mick
he says,
was too, though. Must be a Long Island thing.
I don't think Mick's a little romantic.
No, I was saying Mick was
he's definitely horny. Something's in the water in Long Island. Something's happened. Well, Vince describes the women that he used to hang out with and why that maybe was horny. Yeah. Within the first 3 months of college, I lost my virginity. I was 19. I just wrote, I love that God thinks 19 is okay, but 18 is like, whoa, buddy, hold on. Gotta wait.
If I wrote a book about my life, the story of me losing my virginity would not be relevant to any of it.
No?
No, like, that's... That's like, come on, who are normal people who write biographies? Like,
All I can think about is the Dave Attell bit where he says he always remembers things about losing your virginity, and he does the boop boop boo doo 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 doo.
It's just weird.
I know The Rock did.
Yeah.
The Rock did? Are you for
I'm
real?
trying to think of hearing about it anywhere else, though.
But he did that, though, because he's totally not gay.
True.
Yeah.
Does Cory Booker talk about losing his virginity?
Oh, man.
We'll have to see when he puts out a book here. I don't know. Does he already have a book?
I'm sure he does.
All I know is that our good friend Steve is drawn to the LGBTQ community, and he really loved thumping for Cory Booker. Vince Russo was taken advantage, quote unquote, taken advantage of by a blonde bombshell who had more experience than he did.
You got taken advantage of, bro.
That's what he says. They were playing tennis, just
This is
hanging out. Wait a minute. Turned into a Shannon Tweed movie all of a sudden here.
Oh, man.
That's why I do not believe this story.
You don't believe this story?
One bit.
My eyebrow went up. One eyebrow went up as I read it. Okay, I'll let this play out.
It's so vague.
Then
Come on,
before I
Vince, we have
even knew what hit me, I was aced. He's Tanahashi'd.
Go Ace.
There was nothing I was going to be able to do about it. She was just like mauling him. Wham, bam, thank you, Sam. Before she said goodnight, Irene, and left, he's laying in his bed. He's going, is that it? Is that what the big deal was all about? Well, it should have been a big deal to him, but he thinks it was just cheap, hot monkey love. And then he goes, I know I sound like a girl. He just
And that wasn't the word I was going to use.
He just wanted to lose his virginity to somebody he loves. And that now losing his virginity was a low light. Then after all that, he writes in the next paragraph, I don't think I was ready for the female attention I received when I went to college. Then he writes, he didn't just have the one girlfriend, he had two girlfriends in Long Island. And now he's in Indiana. And he was the boy from New York City. Every girl had to have him.
Sure.
He says he was Kevin Bacon in Footloose. He was the forbidden fruit they all wanted to gnaw on. I was like, wait a minute. You already used that and you meant black when you said forbidden fruit. But he's just not that way. He says outside of the blonde woman that took his virginity, he was only intimate with one other girl before meeting his wife. And then he writes it, boom, I've only been with 3 girls in my entire life.
Okay.
Sex was never really important to me, he says. If it was there, fine. If it wasn't, no big deal. He's never been the hormone-driven animal on the prowl. He just wants a relationship.
Amy, you gonna be at the summit? January. Amy.
He just had morals that were instilled in him. And I was like, wait a minute. I thought the morals were that your grandpa. Wait, I'm so confused. Who's instilling the morals? What's happening here? Where he's not a chauvinist, he's not a misogynist. He keeps flip-flopping on that in this book.
Yeah.
What did I write here? Oh, yeah, because he was like, I'm not horny. And I was like, well, outside when you're watching TV, you're just sexless otherwise.
Maybe that'd be something they can do to spice things up. Like put on some old sitcoms and,
Shit. He's like, talk to me like Leah Remini.
Get a glass of wine,
Yeah.
some hand action under the blanket. Colorado nights.
Amy has to affect an accent.
Ooh.
He has to talk. How did Leah Remini talk in King of Queens? What was his name? Was his name Kevin in that, or what was his name in that?
I think it was, yeah.
Your dad needs to move out of the basement. He was saying that to Vince, and he's like, "Oh," his eyes are rolling back. So he's working his way through school. And then he puts in parentheses, which is kind of telling. Even though my mother would tell you that she paid for everything, it's like, okay. He worked 2 jobs. He was the editor of the student newspaper. He's the public relations director of the student union board, and vice president of his fraternity, Sigma Tau Gamma. And I was bleeping in charge of the pledges. And then he adds,
Tau Gamma sucks.
he said, he says that they tortured those poor kids. They even made them smoke tampons on campus, which I was like, I've never heard of that.
Yeah, me either.
As a haze. Smoking tampons?
That's a new one to me.
Like, are they just acting? Are they lighting them? Are they honestly lighting them and trying to huff? Or are they just walking around town going, like, doing this bizarre acting out of, if you can't, I know this isn't on a camera thing, but I'm acting out smoking a tampon. Oh, what a thing to say after all this. We made them smoke tampons. Oh, what it was to be young. Okay.
Again, would not be in the Gus book.
He had 0 responsibilities after he just listed all of his responsibilities. I was like, didn't you have 2 jobs?
And then he worked at a video store. Then he worked for a wrestling magazine. Managing 5 fantasy baseball teams must be a real bitch.
I learned a work ethic in college. Something I would later base my entire life on. I was like, I thought you learned your work ethic from your dad. Well, now it's... And then he writes, then he figured out in college, he figured out anybody can get a college education. And he talks about all the classes he didn't like. And he's like, he does this thing. He's like, he's got the microphone and goes, when did we all ever use math in the real life? Hey, folks, can I talk to you for a minute? Calculus, what's that about? And he talks about geography.
Well, can we talk about his editing work?
Where do you see it? I don't. Maybe I haven't.
No, I'm talking about his work on the school paper.
Oh yeah, we're getting there right now. He's wondering, why do we have to learn about rocks? Am I going to China?
We come back to the paper.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah, that's in Cold Cock. And then he does a classic Vince Russo thing where when he brings up China, he goes, "Hey, let me stop this book for a second." He writes that. Now hold on. Is there anyone out there that when they were kids they thought they could dig to China?
Yes.
I wrote, here we go. Is this thing on? Hello, folks. This is a book about me being saved. Did anybody as a kid think they could dig to China? What's that about? I know I did. He writes, come on, raise your hands. He's doing crowd work in a book. Hey, anyone reading this? Hello.
Hello.
And then after Saved Vince comes in.
Census.
What's that?
Hang on, where's the fucking oh yeah, he goes, getting back to earth sciences, forget it, man. Take the easy classes.
Yeah.
I took earth science because it was the easiest class.
Yeah, that was the easiest option we had for science.
Yeah.
Take communications. So then after say Vince comes in, he goes, I gotta come clean. I'm a Christian now. And you know what he did in college? He cheated. He writes, he doesn't know where or what anything is. The Mason-Dixon line, huh? Who fought in the War of 1812? What? He doesn't know. And then he's doing his thing of like, when you dissected a frog, what did you really learn? Now, I know as a Christian that it's bad to cheat. And then he writes something weird here. He took an online test in a seminary school that may have been the hardest exam I've ever taken. And he thought, man, I could cheat because it's online. No one would ever know. I can see that he's looking up like Bible verses and stuff.
God damn it.
But the thought never even crossed his mind because God would have known. Getting back to my education.
Yeah, apparently what they're offering over in Evansville is
getting back to he says he has a big plan. This is still Save Vince here.
Yeah.
He goes, kids like what they like, and when they get to college, you should put them in classes of stuff they like. That's his big idea.
Okay.
If I had have learned as much about Jesus Christ in high school as I did about Napoleon Bonaparte, I might have saved myself 25 years of depression. So he's kind of also, in this paragraph, he wants church and schools. You should be teaching the learnings of Christ, not about Napoleon.
Wow, okay.
And then he comes back to regular Vince. He says, getting back to the pride thing, I said, you can't do that. You can't do back-to-back paragraphs starting with getting back to the other thing. You just did it. That's back-to-back. Bad Vince. Naughty Vince.
What's the deal?
You see, this was an intro to German. This was the real world. Okay. Chapter 6, Cold Cocked.
Pod.
Day and night I worked. The Shield, by the way, the name of the paper of Indiana State University is The Shield.
Fair enough.
The Shield became my passion, my life. I'm glad he thinks about that when he thinks about John Moxley and Roller.
Did they reveal who the guy was under the hood? I haven't been following.
No, they did another angle where he appeared.
Are you serious?
Except it was Montez Ford underneath the hood this time.
Where he appeared and it was Joe Henry?
No.
People are going to be so disappointed in who it is, right? Unless it's LA Knight or something.
I hope it's Javon. I'll be Reddit. I hope it's Javon Evans.
It is. This is the only little minor Paul Levesque news is that it's kind of making us round. A rumor is making somebody who said Mr. Kennedy or somebody said it on some podcast that Paul Levesque in front of other in public, quote unquote, backstage
Peanut, come on,
was making fun of LA Knight, calling him the future of sports entertainment. Because people were wondering why doesn't LA Knight get pushed? Is there some kind of issue? Apparently, Paul Levesque has an issue with LA Knight, which would be so very funny if Paul Levesque really goes back to his old self and he can't help but bury people in front of other people.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how much I believe that. Mr. Kennedy apparently said that Paul Levesque enjoys burying LA Knight to other people. I mean, Vince also did too, but it was always blamed on other guys. Paul, you gotta stay in the room and not out in front of the other wrestlers.
If Knight was smart, though, he's got to start buttering up Dwayne and start exploiting that relationship.
I mean, he can do it. I mean, he could fuck.
And the funny thing is, Punk is going to be a Paul stooge in that fight. Right? If it comes down to between Wayne and
Yeah.
Paul.
Oh, yeah.
Punk is Team Paul.
Yes.
And Paul is Team Punk. I mean, well, he loves making him feud with one guy over and over again. You don't get the WrestleMania main event. You get the night 2 or night 1. You don't get the actual world title. You get the fake world title. He loves these little jabs. Punk knows what's up. He's just smiling.
He's happy to be there.
Happy to be there.
He misses John Cena already.
You know,
They
it's
don't
gonna be
make him
funny
like
if they
this.
just like cock block Punk on a retirement thing. Like they'll give AJ Styles one, but like Punk, like, yeah, we're good.
Give him the Jericho one when he went off in a dump truck, or in the
brother.
garbage truck.
I cannot wait for Jericho to come back and immediately get inserted into a Punk feud. Paul,
I
do
can't
it.
wait till they do the Judas sing along in WWE.
Can we? Do you think they'll do Judas, or do you think they'll do the Y2J? You think they'll do Judas?
Yeah.
I am curious about the Sean Ross Sapp thing that he tweeted out, where he was like, "We're gonna keep following up on this Becky Lynch thing about a known wrestler that is blacklisting women that will or will not sleep with him." It's like, this is going to go nowhere. You're not gonna fall. What? Because everyone in the comments was like, "It's Chris Jericho." They were looking at the roster. They're like, "It has to be Chris Jericho." Unless it's like Randy Orton, but like, what would come of it if it's a known guy and they've just signed that guy? Nothing.
Yeah.
What are you doing, Sean? Putting on airs?
No, maybe he wants a payday. He's kind of publicly blackmailing him.
It was more of a
Nick
Wild
Howden.
West show back in the 80s, no doubt about that.
That's right, Vince. You tell him.
Vince worked day and night on the school newspaper, the university newspaper. He's Lou Grant, head honcho. By the way, Vince would like you to know he never got drunk with power. Never. Brings up Dr. Phil again. And by the way, you get out of this world exactly what you put into it. It's that simple. Might even be a Beatles song in there somewhere. But that wasn't taught to me by my dad or the Fruitinator. It just seemed like it was naturally in him that he came to this conclusion. You ever been a baby and you grow up to be a big boy and you're like, I think I've come to the conclusion that whatever you put into the world, you get back. It's just naturally in your brain like that. Not my parents, not any popular culture, just natural in Vince. So then Save Vince comes in, and this is where he puts in AS after saved. Vince AS. God has
hold of the end of that, and you got my full opinion.
I'll put a B in, yeah. God has a systems and what does he put? Systems of checks and balances.
Does he?
Look, what comes around goes around. It's karma now, which is karma's big in Christianity.
Yeah.
Love, understanding, forgiveness, compassion. What else we got? For 40 years, there was no peace, no love, no hope, no patience, no understanding, no nothing. A big fat goose egg. Keep in mind, he had a full family during this 40 years. Did you ever stop to think that when things aren't going well, it may be because you're doing something you aren't supposed to be doing? And subconsciously you know it?
No.
Oh, this is such fucking small brain shit he's talking about here.
It's also like he's like that thing that we were saying where it's like Is this self-reflective? Is he reflecting on himself or is he not? Because he puts it like he is, but he's clearly not. So it's some kind of weird, twisted mental disease where he's like, you ever think about this? And it's like, are you saying you're thinking about this? Because you haven't shown any growth. We know the second book. You're just as bad. In the second book, you write, Amy left me. She's gone to her mother's in Indiana. And it's like, that's 5 years from now? Like, what the fuck is happening? And in this entire book he's like, oh shit, I was a shitty husband. So you've been a shitty husband the entire time? This whole time?
And the book wasn't enough of a self-reflection exercise to be like,
right, when you're reading it out,
get my shit together.
Well, some of the stuff he writes in there, I'm like, I cannot believe he wrote this so that his family could see this. I guess credit to him for writing it, but then it's like, but nothing changed. They're just like, yep, that's Dad. That's my husband. Let's see.
Look, they're roommates and co-parents.
Remember this because he talks about, hold on. Yes?
Oh, no.
We'll record it. I don't care. Hello.
Hello.
Do you want to say hello?
Hello.
Hello.
That's a big hello right into the microphone. Love you, honey.
Me too.
Thank you. Good night. What? Oh.
Bye, guys.
All right. Hurry up through this. We
I'm
gotta
trying. I'm trying.
Yeah, like Kevin Costner's The First Christmas.
I'm trying.
Kevin Costner's The First Christmas.
So remember this. He often goes to wrestlers and he will be like, I can save you. Let me talk to you about Christ. Okay? He writes about that.
Has he had that conversation with Mr. Happy?
Right. It says he's counseling wrestlers now, in this year of our Lord 2000, what is it? 2-5, something like that. Usually they're doing something in their lives they shouldn't, and they know they shouldn't be doing it. Right? Keep that in mind for later, either this week or next week. So he discovered something about himself when he was working on the newspaper. I like controversy. I thrive on controversy. And then he thinks, maybe I just get bored fast. I think maybe Vince Russo just hasn't been diagnosed as ADHD or something. Like, I feel like there's a simple solution to this. I soon found my real life Watergate in Indiana University. It would give me my
real life Watergate?
Yep, this is Watergate. I soon got my first 15 minutes of fame. It all began junior year of Indiana State University. He was a basketball fan.
Interesting.
He had two of the best players were Clarence James and Thurber Davis, and they were on the bench for the majority of the games. And nobody knew why. Except here we go. They were black, and the coach was white.
That is the dumbest coach move I've ever heard.
And by the way, he does say some of these frat players were, or some of these players were frat brothers. Now, he calls himself a journalist here, and he says, I love a juicy scoop. Maybe this was just sour grapes from the two players. Do you want to talk about his writing now? About his newspaper? We found, they're all there. If you go to the Indiana State University Digital Archive, they're all there. They've scanned in those issues. If you want to go look through Vince Russo's archives of his writing. The long and short of it is that when he was a staff writer, it was just it was the nuts and bolts, who, what, where, when, how, why, just plain serviceable. There you go. The minute he takes over as editor, it's the Vince Russo show. It's clearly the Vince Russo show. He's doing like letters to the editor. Like he's complaining about apathy from the students for his sex poll. He's writing movie review. There's an advice column that's clearly him, where he's like, maybe it's you that's the problem. It's crazy how things like take a turn the minute he takes over.
But how is the ratings though?
I don't know. The readership increased.
Everybody read the paper that year.
It's wild. Now, did you have anything specific? I sent you guys the issue with the On Golden Pond movie review, the John Belushi obituary, the John Lennon article he wrote. He's died. But we also, have the article he's talking about where he's going to interview this coach. He goes to Creighton Burns was the name of this coach. And he says, I'm a New Yorker, right? He's interviewing this Indiana coach. He's not going to beat around the bush. He's ready to get to the meat of the matter. Are you a racist? These players are saying you're a racist. And Coach Burns is like, no, I'm not.
What do you fucking do about it?
Also, I used to be roommates with Rod Carew. So how can I be labeled a racist? So he uses Vince logic back on him. And Vince goes, I must admit, he was rather convincing.
Listen,
how can I be a racist? I roomed with a black guy.
Yes, you were assigned a room by the university.
Vince is going,
and you had to tolerate a Hall of Fame player being your
who was never because when I got assigned, my roommate was a D lineman and was never at the dorm. Like, come on, they paid him like to have an off campus. Like, the dorm is just for legal. Rod Carew did not live in that dorm, is what I'm saying.
So, I got assigned a business major, and at one point he was like, stop talking about my sister and stop hanging out with my sister. Vince is... I love it, because Vince in that second book, he had a whole chapter that says, oh, so now I'm a racist. And this is like an origin story where he goes to a coach. The coach goes, how can I be a racist? And Vince is learning. This is planting seeds in the future.
Okay, I have one problem in the John Lennon article.
Vince Russo's John Lennon.
He confuses loose and lose.
Oh, come on.
Well, he's the editor. He's not going to catch that.
But to make that mistake, especially at that time, like, I get it, the younger generation with text is stupid.
I feel like Colin's going to be mad at us if we don't read a little bit of something.
Well, I'm going to get into the next. I got a part picked out.
Okay.
Okay, here we go. So, the John Belushi article about his death.
Yeah.
I kind of like the opening.
I read it.
All right, I'm going to read it. His arms looked like pincushions, were the words of a Los Angeles coroner as he stood over the dead body of comedian John Belushi. For a person who seemed to have everything, an ending like this appeared to be impossible. Who would have ever thought that the harmless killer bee would be a fatal victim of an overdose of cocaine and heroin?
Who
would have thought? Who would have thought?
That's funny.
John Belushi, Couldn't imagine it. Speedball.
Now I have to be faced with the world of like Vince Russo watching Saturday Night Live.
But the Killer
His
Bee,
thoughts.
I don't know. That's really what he. I don't know. I know we remember things differently in different generations, but
Vince likes the Animal House. Let's be clear.
he likes
He's
the
not watching
baseline stuff of anything.
Blues Brothers is a little bit too highbrow for Vince.
Yeah.
And by the way, so Creighton Burns. Did you want to read more? Do you want to read any John Lennon?
Read what?
Any John Lennon?
It was pretty standard. It was kind of weird because it wasn't even new. It said a year and 2 months had passed.
He's just really ruminating. He's just like, fuck, this sucks.
He even defends Yoko.
Did that happen over a break or something? Maybe school wasn't in session.
They didn't run a proper obituary for him, so here it is.
Let's see. What does he say? Okay, so the coach is like, "That's not true." Well, then my deep throat came forward. The story was all but dead.
That's
but
when
then
I
he was approached by some white players on the team. And they confirmed everything the black players said. I'm saying he's putting it on one guy. He was like, he even went as far to say that he told white players to stay away from the black players. And this book did not get edited because the player, he puts then, added, then, it's then. Added that the coach ever found out, blah, 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 blah. So, he writes in the Shield, the university paper, Creighton Burns, the final curtain falling? I had no understanding of the implications of my story. Living in the Northeast all my life, I had little idea of what the black-white issue was.
Oh,
what? Hey, what are we doing here? Growing up in the East Coast, I don't understand racism.
Listen, I mean, he grew up on Long Island. I've heard Howard Stern's origin story. I mean...
Well, if only he'd grown up in Boston and known about the busing. If only then. And then, of course, after Saved comes in. Did you know that I was labeled a racist in public because of a lawsuit? That broke my heart.
The pinata on a pole?
He's not racist. Look, he says people that have wrongly accused him of being a racist will be dealt with. This gets weird. They will be dealt with. Not on my watch, but God's time next. Okay.
Or the bottle of tequila.
Sonny Ono, you're going to hell, you piece of shit.
Sonny Ono, what a grift.
And then Vince does a Vince thing where he goes, let me be clear. My Shield article never suggested Coach Burns was a racist. It was just a whole thing about how he wasn't playing black people. And that the white people said that they wanted to be kept. Like, I put all this stuff in there. And then he can't believe it. Oh my gosh. It was picked up everywhere in Indiana. Local radios and newspapers. It was huge that I said that this coach of the basketball program for the state university was a racist. So he's in his 3 white basketball players knocked on his door of his apartment. And they go, hey, let's go talk down the hall. Which is crazy that he was like, yeah, okay. What was the pitch? So we can hear you.
I hadn't seen Goodfellas yet.
They asked him to go to the laundry room. None to because so we don't disrupt your roommates. What? Eh? And then when he gets in there, they beat the
maybe he
shit out
thinks
of
they
him.
want to go on the record.
I
to-
guess.
You know what I mean?
No, they just start punching him. They cold cocked me. I never saw it coming. I never saw it coming. I just read an article about how your coaches are racist, and the three of them show up and go, "Hey, let's talk down the hall. I'll wait for your roommates." And he goes, and he's immediately like, ooh, "What's happening?"
God.
It was the first, last, and only time I've been hit in my life. I think I went down. I bet you remember if you went down or not.
Yeah, you went down. You went down
went
like
down.
fucking.
You're like, oh shit. I still think about a kid that swept my legs that knew karate. I'm always like, God damn.
You got your
it.
legs swept?
Yeah, dude. I was
that's
absolutely
embarrassing as
struck out
shit.
of nowhere. I was like, I wasn't even expecting it.
I would have
been.
I would have fucking. That's people get shot over that. That's.
I was so pissed off when I got
Yeah.
back up. I was like, God damn, how dare you drop so quickly down and
If
sweep
you got
me
like
up
crane
under my
kicks,
legs.
like yeah, that's come on.
So the fraternity, who's he's vice president of, they just start boycotting the basketball games, and he just goes, "You know what? I kind of loved all this drama." Even though he admits he was like, "I didn't think that guy was a racist," after I talked to him, and in the article, he does the thing of Vince Russo where he's like, I talked to these people. It's up to you to decide. I believe the coach and the players. He just loves, he has maybe the flair for the dramatic, he says.
Yeah, he does.
I have something.
Go
I have
ahead.
something breaking. I'm going to shoehorn.
Wait,
let's
the audiobook.
We have a preview. You want to hear
Yeah,
it?
no, I know. I've listened to it.
Oh, have you?
Now, well, here's the thing. There was a Reddit post recently that I put into the Discord where they're like, Brett's audiobook is old Brett and young Brett. What's going on? And I was like, what? How does that happen?
Mm-hmm.
I don't even know if I believe it. I don't know.
Oh, you don't know anything more than that?
No, he was like, does anybody
okay.
know if they were going to record an audiobook and then they just never released it, and now they are. And I was like, that sounds weird to record Brett, you know what I mean? And then not release it.
They recorded him. I mean, he's on the clip.
Well, is it old Brett or young Brett? I just can't imagine old Brett reading this and being like, this is cool. It has to be young Brett when he didn't know any better. And he was
I
like,
don't
"This
know.
is
There's
cool."
also you get to the age of I don't give a fuck. Like
That's true.
He's the hitman. What are you gonna do?
Wait, who are you saying? Young Brett is an actor, right?
No, he says it's Brett when he was younger, clearly reading the audiobook, and then sometimes it's old Brett, spliced in.
Just the tone of his voice.
I don't know if this is a rando guy on the internet that was like, I got the Bret Hart book.
Yeah,
It's
I don't know what that
clearly
means.
two different Bretts.
Okay.
He was like, why is it like that? Like, why isn't it just old Brett? Because it.
You think there's AI in it then?
Oh,
that would be tough. I don't know. I wouldn't like that.
I wouldn't like that either.
They did that on the new John Fogerty album. He doesn't. They took old John Fogerty and AI'd his new voice to sound like his old voice. So they could have done that with Brett.
Hit the Brett. Hit it.
Biggest church in Calgary. Yet it overflowed with an eclectic throng of thousands who came to pay their respects to the legendary Stu Hart, old-time pro wrestling promoter extraordinaire.
That's old Brett.
I
That's
moved
also
slowly, a
Wasn't
silent
big,
prayer
you know?
resounding in my head. Please, God, help me make it through. I am an experienced public speaker, but my confidence had been shattered by a major stroke. It hadn't been that long since I'd been trapped in a wheelchair, paralyzed on the left side, unsure whether I'd ever walk again. Since then, I'd been having emotional meltdowns triggered by the most unlikely things.
This might be
This is
AI.
common among
Honest
stroke
to God, it
victims.
might be a. I can't.
I didn't
tell
know how
anymore.
I was going to deliver a eulogy worthy of my father and not break down.
Yeah, there was a weird splice in there.
Yeah, the eulogy breakdown. I don't like it.
It sounds weird. It does sound weird. It doesn't sound natural. They either had to do a lot of editing.
I mean, I can't confess to having ever listened. Have you? To an autobiography read by the person?
Yeah, you can listen to Forgiven, but it's not read by Vince. It's some poor bastard that's like, as I stated early on, even though much of my original manuscript has remained intact. It's some guy affecting a New York accent, and he's miserable. It's like the guy that read the Young Bucks book, and then he's like, trying to think of who he's like. He has some name he keeps mispronouncing over and over. Kenyon called us again. He just doesn't know. It's one of those. This guy doesn't know who Vince Russo is. He's just been hired to do the job. Chapter 7, it's all about winning. So he's kind of, before this chapter, he's kind of like, by the way, I'm into God, just so you know. And this chapter is him being like an asshole, where he's like, I'll tell you who the losers are. It's all about winning. Nothing else matters. Then he jumps back in. If you weren't man enough to tell the truth 100% of the time, you'd never be true to yourself. Oh, he talks about like, everyone thinks I'm an asshole. Well, I kind of figured out that I was like, I'm telling the truth. Why does everybody think I'm an asshole? It's like, that's because it's your opinion. You're not telling the truth. Just keep telling people your opinion, and they don't like it. And he admits that. He brings up, as he did in the second book, wrestlers are sick with paranoia. They're always looking in the rearview mirror to see who's coming, who's trying to get them. He says Vince McMahon never lied to him, which isn't really true. And then he goes, well, he would be truthful when it came to business. He calls people the boys, even though in the second book he's like, I hate the term the boys. He's always honest with the boys.
Didn't he just say it to Violent J?
Yeah, he still says it, even though he says he hates calling people the boys in the second book. So he says he's always honest with the boys. He says, I didn't win all the time. And then he does it, what we talked about in the second book. He doesn't play politics. And we talked about this in the second book where he's like, I wasn't paranoid. By the way, I saw all of them talking about me in little group huddles. He's like, he's sick with paranoia in the second book.
Yeah.
So again, he brings up that he saw people in groups, and then he'd walk by and they'd break apart in WCW. He's seeing enemies. So he brings up that he left WCW even though he had a lucrative contract. We all know how that ends in the second book. He blows it all. He brings up that he's 13. His team won the Little League World Series, and when he's 14, that they lost it. What?
So, it's like the Continental Classic. You have to defend it every year in a round-robin tournament.
So now we get a kind of a look into his psyche. What made Vince Vince? When he was 17 years old, this is one of the gals he talked about in junior high or high school. He was doing something. You guys all know about this. We've all had this experience, he says. You're dating a girl, he says, who thinks she's better than you.
No, I like to make sure that their hopes and dreams are crushed before they get to me. And
there you go. Not only does she think she's better than you, you're trying to humble her and go, not so fast. You're
Okay,
not
that's
better than
fucked
me.
up. I've never have.
Never trying to humble her? That's a quote.
No, I've never.
He'll call her L in this book because he doesn't want to be sued for defamation of character again. Well, Hogan, shout out there. So when they started dating, she was of the idea that he was lucky to even be dating her. She's high maintenance. She was a popular princess. And Vince, he was unsocial, introverted, and couldn't be bothered. She'd call, and then she wouldn't call. She'd be nice, and then she'd be a witchy poo, quote unquote. So his second HR Puffin stuff reference that he calls out. You know the routine. As guys, we all go through it at some point. You guys ever dated a witchy poo?
Not familiar with that term.
No.
Nope. Okay. Who's gonna zoom first? And he thinks he's dating himself. I think I'm in love with myself. So, during the school year, she breaks up with him. He's crying. Vince is crying. He's blaring Elvis Costello's Allison from his 8-track. This is what she said to him. Manny, there will be a me and you, but there will never be a me and you. And he says, Elle was the first girl I ever cried over. First and last I ever cried over. This woman, when he was in high school, junior high, did a number on him.
Considering the length of their relationship and the struggles, is it weird that he hasn't cried over his wife?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I thought so.
Well, Vince takes the breakup in a very normal fashion that wouldn't at all be called out in this day and age. Ah, yes, you've broken up with me, but this is a game of chess, my friend. The games have begun. You don't really mean that. The spacing of phone calls. The accidental meetings. Oh, you're here? That's weird. The occasional cards. All carried out with precision timing. On one occasion, I even tied a stray dog to her car.
What is your fucking problem?
This is, right? This is crazy. This is insane.
You gotta go outside.
One of those shaggy canines, and then left my calling card. A Gene Simmons trading card attached to his collar to get L's attention.
Call the police. Call the police.
Vince Russo tied a stray dog, according to him,
and a Gene Simmons playing card.
A Gene Simmons trading card,
Okay.
so she knew who had done that into the dog's collar. This is rough. This is crazy.
Yeah, no, like this is like definitely like this is like an ID show reenactment scene. Like
Then at this point, he takes the time to talk about how much he loves Gene Simmons and Kiss. What did he just? Didn't he just win an award recently? This is in the news with Sly Stallone. The Kennedy honors. So above his bed, he had the poster for the God of Thunder.
God, what a horse.
It's not even that. So he has this Kiss poster above his bed. That particular photo was so powerful. I looked at it every night. drawing strength, thinking there wasn't anything I couldn't do. And this is where I wrote, credit to Vince to openly admitting how lame he is. Like, this is crazy. Like, this is very vulnerable writing. God bless the man, I guess, in that regard. But also, there's no, like, he doesn't carry himself like that. Like, yeah, I put it all out there. He just is always
usually you see, like, self-deprecation with that type of, like, but yeah,
there's definitely no humor to it. He's just like, these are loser things I did.
Yeah.
And now, past that, okay, like you see, Larry, do you ever read David Sedaris?
I have.
Like when you watch him on a talk show, you kind of know all the history of him. You're like, it carries with him.
Yeah.
But Vince Russo is going to sit there with Coach and be like, the Bears gotta drive down the field. And it's like, he presents himself as this Vince Russo, like, the attitude era, bro. Man be Pammy. He's like, you can't do that. And then have this whole book out there where you're like, I'm a whole,
yeah.
I'm broken. I'm a seriously broke. His gimmick should be that he's a broken person. So many people would get on board. Okay. So, by the way, one of the good things about WCW, he got to meet Gene Simmons, which has been covered, where he was like, Eric Bischoff and him were like, we'll negotiate. We pay you. And we pay you every time the demon is also used.
And he's got to be in a special main event.
Yes.
In the middle of a card. And the demon would be played by Dale Torborg.
Yes. Which he's recently interviewed because his member died.
They talk baseball.
I think he's got 2 rings.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see here. So this is after Save Vince, and he's like, by the way, I know what you're thinking. You love Christ, but you follow Kiss? Hold on.
By the way, not in the Little League World Series.
Well, no, yes, no.
Probably like
an interesting note here. So, what Little League? It's up to 13, isn't it?
Yeah.
So 74 would be the last year he'd have been eligible. A New Jersey team was in 75, but that's as close. No,
he's grafting onto that.
You know what's interesting is I'm looking at it. 71 to 81, Taiwan wins every single year, except 75 when New Jersey won because they banned Asian teams that year.
They're like, you're winning too much. Get out.
Yep. Funny. Oh man, Vince just mad. He's like, we're not winning.
He was probably talking about like his Towns League or the Long Island League World Series. There's no way he was talking about the Little League World Series because he would never shut up about that.
We won the Massapequa Cup.
That's right. But he's probably also lying about that because he's a pud.
Just talking about the guy in the shop about baseball, and we were talking about things that could be placed on a jersey, and never mind. I'm not going to talk. Moving on. Sorry about that. I don't want to talk to myself. So, Vince, because this is before the next book where he's mad about everything, he goes, just by the way, I made $535,000, over $500,000 at WCW, and I was miserable every minute. I don't think he put that exact number in the second book. I think he just said it was a lot of money.
Isn't it stupid to put the exact amount if you got people coming after you legally?
True. And he says, look, it doesn't matter if I was making 50 or 500,000. It just that all that changed was the amount of DVDs I bought. Got it.
Cool. Amy must have loved that.
And what also, look, well, he says it later about like, he's like, I'm a little bit of a film buff. Like a little film called Rocky. It's like, okay. All right. So he says, as saved Vince. As far as women go, look, I had a pretty powerful spot in the wrestling business.
Well, hang on.
Okay.
Previously, it's revealing here. He says, you don't have, it's not your money. It belongs to God.
Yes.
The treasures you have on earth are given to you by God, and they are given to you for one reason, for God to see how you manage them. So he's a prosperity gospel guy.
Oh, boy.
He's like a Joel Osteen. That's his.
Well, how did he manage them?
To be rich.
He blew it. He failed, and God wants to see how he manages money multiple times in his life, as we get into. Yeah, not well. If you give Vince Russo money, he's not going to spend it well.
Well, isn't there the whole thing? So, like, there's some like evangelical like groups that like have this like umbrella, and at the top of the umbrella is God, and God protects over man, and then man protects over wife, and wife protects over children. So, if God is providing the money, isn't that inherently then to provide for the wife and the children?
You would think, you would hope, and you would think. But for Vince, it's about DVDs. Rocky 1, Rocky 2, Rocky 3, Rocky 4, Rocky 5.
Our investments.
Physical media.
Digital. Extra features.
He's pointing at the backdrop of his recording. He's like, you thought all this knick-knack stuff was a waste. Now look at how it looks. Looks very professional.
4:3 ratio.
Watching the commentary with the set director.
Mm-hmm. Frank Stallone.
I can't picture Vince.
I will say though, on a nostalgic level, I do miss DVD extras.
I do too.
Yes. People loved the director's cut. I still think about Brad Pitt on the commentary of Ocean's 11. He starts talking. He goes, "You guys ever seen MST3K?" To George Clooney. Silence. Vince says, so here, listen, okay. Vince says, as far as women go, this is saved Vince. Look, I had a pretty powerful spot in the wrestling business, and there were and are many a female looking to break in and willing to do anything for it. You do the math.
I'm not good. Can you help me out?
In what regard?
The math.
Oh. Well, you look, Amy, I could cheat on you then, now, forever. But I don't.
But I thought you could take it or leave it with sex.
Again, my question is, do the nasty achieve what? I wrote.
This never happened to Vince.
Do the nasty achieve what? You think he's showing her
Vince
pictures
gives off
of,
no vibes.
You think he's showing her pictures of Big Booty Cutie and being like, yeah, she really wants me to mentor her. And then Amy, at this point, Amy's like, sure. Well, here's his big win. This is the name of the chapter, his big win. He's about to leave for college. He goes to Elle, who's like tied a stray dog to her car. He's leaving notes, right? And she wants to get back together. And he wrote, I can't get committed to you. I'm going to be moving away, thousands of miles away to Indiana. There will be a me and you, but there won't be a me and you. Man, what a rush. What a win. It felt so good. The point I'd learned an extremely valuable lesson. You can get anything you want in this world as long as you work for it. What did he work for, I guess, in this story, this lesson? Was that he could get a girl that dumped him, that he could dump her by being
Did
a
a heel
weird
turn
creepo. Yeah.
What a fucking asshole. I don't think it happened. And it's sick if it did happen.
So then he writes, "Dear God," it's back to him, save Vince. "Dear God, I can't believe I was this guy." And he just writes about, like, "Please save me. I surrender to you." It's like a prayer. "I surrender to you. You saved my life.
Why are
40
you putting
years.
this in writing?
Father, I thank you for saving my life. Forgive me my sins." And then he even, like, signs it, "Vince." I said it was God. Who? What? I don't know anymore. What's happening in this book? You want to keep going? Come on, keep going.
Yeah.
Chapter 8. The biggest win of my life. Following the L triumph. Wrote, "Yikes." He's going to marry Amy Gartner from Evansville. He's a Catholic, an Italian from New York. She's religious. She's a Baptist. Then, comma, nationality. Did he mean to actually write her nationality, or he just wrote nationality in there? Religion, comma, Baptist, semicolon, nationality, Baptist. Is that a joke?
Nighttime.
Anyway. He writes, by the way, whenever he puts in,
I don't
I'm
know
from
what
New
he's
York.
talking about.
Whenever he puts in from New York, I write Long Island above it.
Yeah.
In other words, this had all the makings of a sitcom. So he's hard. So he says that when he met Amy, he knew that she was the one. And then he goes, "Well, actually, when I went to Indiana, I knew that I was going to marry one of these girls. Because you see, they're just nicer. Long Island girls, the hair, the makeup, which club they're going to. They were just trying to get themselves over a wrestling term I'll get into later, parentheses. Their status, their popularity, that's what they cared about. Indiana gals, Midwest gals, they cared for you just like your mother did."
Oh, that explains why my ex was such a bitch.
Yikes. And now I know the friend told him you can get a scholarship to write on the page. You know, that's how he got into Indiana. Do you think Vince had a little bit of like, well, I'll be foreign to these gals, you know? I
mean, he said that himself.
Yes, he's saying that himself. He's striking out with New York gals.
Well, no. He said when he was on campus, he was exotic because he was from New York, so women flocked to him.
And in New York, he's just another guy. He's just one of many guys going, bro.
Kevin James is probably stealing his girl.
That's true. They cooked for you. Midwest girls, they cooked for you. They coddled you. They babied you. They catered to you around the clock. Maybe it was a combination of a mother thing. You know, he's 19. He's far away from home. He's like, I need my mommy. Or maybe it was a male chauvinistic thing. The way my mother dominated my father. And I was like, wait a minute. Hold on. You want to be coddled and taken care for by the woman because your mom dominated your dad in your mind. What's happening? His kinks are so swirling around. He's so lost right now. I needed a woman who could take care of me. And he's also tired of the dating scene. Okay. Great.
Barely dated. You fucked what? One?
Yeah.
Two women?
Well,
You're
one
tired
in
of
one in
babysitting?
college, and he's like, ugh.
Oh man.
Over this.
Recently, my son Will asked me, Dad, how do you know when you're in love? Well, Amy's everything that he is not.
That's terrible.
Vince describes himself as strong, bull-headed, confident, and driven. Got that? Amy is the opposite. Insecure, placid. Trying to read this writing of mine. Flexible. No, he writes vulnerable, fair, honest, and fulfilled. Which is, again, like kind of like shitty, right? Like, fulfilled means like you're not ambitious. Fulfilled. She's fulfilled. She's fine. She's vulnerable. She's not weak. She's fair and honest. She's not insecure and placid. Amy and I had nothing, capital letters, in common. So he goes, think about how I met Amy. And he writes about all this stuff about, he did, which in the second book he covers working for his dad. He's like, I had to graduate high school early. I enrolled in college. I wasn't ready for college. I dropped out of college. I got a real job in the real world with my father. Realized I had to go back to school. Remember, he hated that. He would spend all the time like in the car hiding from the job. In the second book, when he worked for his dad, he was like, how do I figure out how not to work? Then he runs into a friend who goes, hey, I can get you a scholarship. And Evans, that's fate, my friends. So here's a problem with him and he meets Amy. Their relationship. The problem is her mother. She did not like Vince.
Gee,
you got
why?
You got to remember, he's an Italian Catholic from New York, and again, YAWK. And she's a self-righteous General Baptist from Middle America, USA. I said, brother, they can read this. So he's like, well, I'm not going to win this war. Well, that's why I like it. Somebody hates me, I like it. Her name is Alta Gartner. And he goes, yeah, I said Alta. Midwest people have unfamiliar names like that.
What are you talking about now?
Well, come on. Amy's grandmother and aunt were named Ora and Ura, for crying out loud. Midwest people have weird names. Larry. Lawrence.
First of all, there are Italians named Lawrence, so I think we should be fine with that.
Ora and Ura. Ora and Ura.
Just non-Italians and non-Irish to him? Because I guess that's all you get in the city is Italian, Irish, and then the like Jewish, black ethnicities. So he's probably not used to any Polacks.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah. He's in a new world. He's like, that's crazy.
What the fuck is a pierogi?
Your name is Jose, not Josie. Got it.
Casimir Pulaski.
So, what Alta used to do to him was read the Bible to him. I never appreciate it and still don't when people use the Bible to scold you. If you're a non-Christian, the words aren't going to mean anything to you. Nothing. And in essence, Alta was distancing herself from me. I was like, you just fucking wrote in the book that you spend your time going to wrestlers being like, have you heard the word of Christ? And then he goes, hey, by the way, now this is after Save Vince. Write down these words. I wasn't ready. Larry, he tells the reader, write these words down. I wasn't ready. It's pointless to talk to somebody about Christ if they're not ready. I feel like she made a mistake in quoting the Bible to me at a time when I wasn't ready to understand it. Now, when I spread God's word among the boys, I am now faced also with that dilemma. And then he goes, well, it's not my job anyways to save them. Then what the fuck are you doing? What's happening? He's back and forth, back and forth. And then he goes, by the way, maybe he feels like he's hitting it too hard. He's like, I keep saying I'm a Christian. I'm not religious. Just to be clear. This is page 49. I know I keep talking about how religious I am. I'm not religious. Just to be clear. Just if you like God, that's enough. Got it? Okay.
Maybe I'm, we all know where we stand. How is Vince Russo ministering to me going to help my life if I'm going through something? What is he going to tell me that I don't already know?
I don't know. I have no idea what he would say. Because he's going to be like, look, bro.
God's got it.
Yeah. He's just going to be like,
let go, let God.
Whatever God you love, he's going to be... Look, I theorized later that this was a Hail Mary to save a marriage.
Oof.
And then I wrote at this point, I'm like, it's crazy that his original manuscript was in lockstep with his saved guy. Like, it all makes, in hindsight, every chapter was a lesson also that he could write about as saved Vince. So at one point, Amy's mother says, I just don't see your point, Vin. When you graduate college, you're just gonna go back to New York anyway. How do you know that? How do you know I won't marry your daughter and take her with me, bro? Oh, I doubt that. Well, that lights him up like WWF Pyro, he says. How dare she? I was from New York, YAWK. Now he's going to marry her out of spite. She's coming home to Yankee Stadium, now where you live, Long Island. So
much closer to Shay.
Once that diploma was in my hands, I was out of Evans Patch. Which, cool that you're calling the place you're going to. You're like, it's nothing, it's Evans Patch. Victory would be mine. Cool. So, this is how he's writing about his mother-in-law and his wife in this book, where he's a grown man at this point. He's well into his 40s now in this book. Alta was no longer a threat. I kept my cards close to the vest without revealing my hand. One night in a Chinese restaurant, I proposed. She accepted. September 10th, 1983. We were so close to Vince Russo having his wedding anniversary on September 11th. So then Vince cuts in because I guess he read the manuscript and he's like, I'm going really hard on my mother-in-law. He writes, just a second, set the record straight. There's no heat. I love my mother-in-law. And I understand now why she was so protective. I have my own daughter. At that age, when I was asking for Amy's hand, I was a rebel. And Alta saw right through me. Rebel Vince. And as I sit here thinking about my marriage to Amy, for 20 years I just wasn't there. Physically, spiritually, mentally, and emotionally. I can remember Amy's infamous battle cry. Any guesses to what it was? Her battle cry? It's infamous. We don't communicate! Is that a battle cry or a cry for help?
That's a cry for help.
Thank you. And my response was, I don't want to communicate. I want to watch the game. Couldn't be Triple H, right? He wasn't watching. He was probably checked out at that point. We didn't communicate. We were just there. I wrote at this point, this is too much. I don't like it. I was starting to get like uncomfortable reading it. I just didn't know how to be a husband. Once the kids were born, I didn't know how to be a father. I don't know who I was or who I was supposed to be, but I knew that God was there. Why? There was no other reason for the woman to have stayed with me. Why did she stay with me? That's a big theme of this book from what I've read so far. Why did Amy stay with me? She had no reason to stay with me. I was like, I don't know. Returning to Indiana, with a religious family, a failure, kids. At one point you have kids. All kinds of reasons.
She has a career where she's at.
So here we are today, communicating now, with the topic of discussion usually being God. Now remember, he's about to release another book where he's like, Amy hates my guts.
What an awful marriage. That's all. That's what you talk about most.
I've forced her to move to Denver, and she moved. In response, she went back to Indiana. Can you believe that when Amy gets hot at me, she says, we have nothing in common? How many guys have heard that line? Gus? Larry?
No.
Well, do I expect Amy to be a San Francisco Giants fan? That's fair. Okay. Yeah, you don't expect your gal. What about this one? Do I expect her to watch girls show Howard Stern their boobs every night on E?
That'd be kind of cool.
Whoa! Escalation. Amy, come down to the basement.
She's getting on the Sibian.
Girls are showing their blurred tits on E. Vince explaining why he needs to get the Howard Stern pass to get the unedited. I need to get the cable for the show to see the unedited. It's for research for my writing. Do I expect her to stay up until 3 a.m. with me in hopes of catching Shannon Tweed naked on Cinemax?
You could just WWW it, dog.
I have an idea for Vince, and this might be ludicrous. Instead of being a, I don't know what, at that point, 45-year-old man, what are we doing here? Watching Shannon Tweed on Cinemax. Something I did when I was a teenager, and Vince was a grown man. I was born the year that he got married. Just go have sex with your wife.
Yeah.
Go be a husband. What's happening here?
What is he blanking out in that next sentence?
Let's see here.
These are the things guys do. They're guy blank
They're guy
things.
fucking things. I think that's what it is.
Really? That seems so stilted.
These are the things guy do. The guy fucking things. It's not the guy shitting things.
Because then he does it again.
Yeah, he does. The fucking Lifetime channel. Because then he does women like this. Oprah. That goof, Dr. Phil. Which I was like, wait a minute. You keep quoting Dr. Phil. Which he covers it, to be fair. Martha Stewart, please, any guys who have things in common with their wives aren't guys. They're women. And then he writes in a little couple sentences. By the way, that's when I didn't know God didn't exist. Now this is the saddest thing I ever wrote. I love Miss Dr. Phil now. And I was like, there's no difference. There's no difference between that guy.
Yeah.
He's just doing the thing he does in the second book where he's just like, I need to play both sides. Don't be mad at me.
He's being mamby-pamby.
He's very mamby-pamby. Guys, I want to read again. You ever want your wife to stay up till 3 a.m. to catch a little Shannon tweet on Cinemax?
Spice things up a little.
Fucking hell.
We could
Vince.
have a retro night. We could have like the Recall channel be on like MSNBC.
I can't believe this guy. I really can't. Like, what the fuck are we doing? You're a grown man. He's not By the way, he's not horny, but he definitely is spending his time in the finished basement watching Howard Stern on E, and also trying to catch Shannon tweet on Cinemax.
Watching Brooke Burke on Wild.
Oh God!
I can't for JCW when a woman moves in on a widow and the daughter knows something's amiss, and the new wife, Shannon Tweed character, is I've seen these, Vince. I've seen these movies. She's seducing him. Everyone knows what's up, but this guy, he's a poor widow. He doesn't know any better. Vito will be the poor widow. What's her name?
Two sexual characters. Story.
Jasmine is the Shannon Tweed.
Yeah. And then the ring rat was trying to get into it. Remember?
No, she might be the Shannon Tweed. She's moving in on Vito. Well. What do you think, Gus? Good book?
No.
I mean, we're finally getting to where I'm interested.
Yeah,
Him
Vince,
like just being a hustler until he lands a resi.
Oh yeah. That starts coming up where he does the thing again where he's like, my hands are clean. He's like, I don't know, you kind of act like an ass. Like you clearly were worming your way in.
Oh, I mean, listen. To his credit, he was fucking good at weaseling his way upwards.
Yes. Hey, tune in next week when Vince Russo doesn't see Blockbuster coming.
Sure. I mean,
as if
I don't know.
No video stores ever had success outside. Like they're like, Blockbuster came in and kicked us all in the teeth. It's like there's so many chains back in the day. You can't beat a Blockbuster. I don't want to get into it. We'll get into it next week where it's like, we bought 10 copies of this date. They bought 50. They got new releases. We didn't. It's like, you can't get a new release? Wait, what? Gus, I'll give you $1 million if you can guess what Vince Russo called his videotape store.
It's probably something like Tape Store or something.
It's not Will the Thrill. That was the CD place.
No, the videotape store is. It's called something like where you understand what it is, and then Vince buys it and he renames it Will the Thrill.
Yeah.
So you know exactly what you're getting.
Oh yeah, it's great in the era of Yellow Pages too.
I can't believe Blockbuster.
Plus, it's not even hometown to where it is.
Yeah.
Will Clark's not.
I think it was called like before that. It was called like Video something or other. You understood what the deal was, and then Vince's big idea is we rename it Will the Thrill. Can't believe a CD Warehouse went on a bit. Again, this falls in line with I should have seen all this coming. I'm going to create a CD Warehouse right when file sharing is going to boom.
Yes.
I'm going to start a videotape store 2 years before it becomes... It's very,
yeah.
Poor Vince. It's just... Okay.
But I don't know. It kept... I was going to give him credit, but then I thought about it. It's really not that hard to break into the fringes of wrestling if you devote your life to it.
No, we could do it reasonably right now.
Yeah.
Well, here's the thing about it. Again, another spoiler for next week is that he is putting his own money into breaking into the fringes of wrestling while
There's
Amy's
money
on the
mark.
sidelines going, "Why are you doing this? It doesn't make sense."
I'm sure there was a lot of that.
Which he could say, well, look at my big $500,000 contract, but then that all goes into the CD warehouse that then fails. And also whatever the stocks he said that he invested in.
Yeah, he said 9/11 wiped him out.
Yeah. Well, he invested in, I guess, steel beams. And so, unfortunately.
I invested in a thermite.
airline stocks.
Yeah, I should have shorted the airlines.
Honey, I put all $500,000 into American Airlines. Nothing could go wrong. Yeah, no, that's Vince Russo. I mean, look, he's in JCW now. This is his life. What do you think the contract is?
I mean, he's been begging people for work.
Yeah, I don't
Isn't
think
he straight up said that he's like asked WWE to come back?
He'll present it as they called me, I called you to talk about maybe a return. It's the guy. I almost look.
Remember, this is funny in the context of wrestling history. In '92, WCW brought back Bill Watts, and he was out of touch because he had gotten out of the game 5 years earlier.
Yeah.
Russo's been out 25 years.
And that happened to him, as Gu Wirtz wrote, and Vince Russo wrote, that happened to him 20 years ago.
Too. Yeah.
Well, the world has changed so much more in that.
Oh, yeah.
I imagine being in 2002 or whatever, or whatever it was, and then they were like, "Oh shit, this guy's out of touch. Like he doesn't." and now he's like, he's on Twitter being like, "Who remembers the Attitude Era? 25 years ago. You miss it?" It's like,
and it's like 8 50-year-old white guys being like, "Yeah, suck it."
He keeps telling people, send it to somebody that used to watch. Maybe they don't watch anymore. And it's like, those guys are in their 40s or 50s, brother. What are you doing? You're going to go to a TV network and go, "Hey, a bunch of old men watch my TV show with Big Booty Cutie. You want it?" Like, that's the thing where he doesn't, it's not computing in his brain of like how long ago that was and how old everybody is now. Anyway, I had another thought. I can't remember it now. Vince, old, out of touch. Rank awards, can't remember. No, can't remember it. It's gone forever.
What percentage of a live WWE crowd watched in 1998?
It's got to be less than 10%.
Yeah, I'm saying even
Somebody should tweet at Vince. There's more people alive now that watched wrestling in 2007 than in 1996 or 99. That's not much of a difference, but you know what I mean? Like, more people watched in 2010, like the people you're talking to.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's I mean, shopping it around. What are you doing, Vince? What are you doing?
Again,
it's embarrassing for an old man.
Put it on Tubi.
I bet Tubi would be like, yeah, sure. We'll
I think you can just upload to Tubi.
Yeah.
By the way, if they get a Tubi deal, we're taking credit.
Because they have podcasts on Tubi now.
Why are we on there?
Like channels. Channels who do videos, like the true crime people and shit like that.
Well, we should do it, and then we should get some on Tubi money.
When I start doing a video webcam show, I'll have to buy one of those ring lights.
No, we're fine here in the dark. It's fine. Nobody cares. Nobody cares.
Caring about my appearance.
You look. We always look great. I think I look a little dead all the time. I kind of look like Big Vito right now with my eyebrows. If I do that, look, I'm Big Vito.
You know,
Gus,
I don't even. I keep like wanting to insult him.
First of all, my eyebrows are always well complimented because they're always so well manicured. But yeah, what do you want to say about Big V Donut's eyebrows, Gus? Do you like his eyebrows that they're like this all the time?
I don't pay no mind to them.
They're also pencil thin, and they.
Yeah, mine aren't pencil thin, but if you do this, it definitely looks like that.
Are you tweezing?
I tweeze one hair here and one that go wild. There's two, on each one that go like if you're an old man, they're like wild.
Okay.
So they're like, whoa, a little rogue one here or there. But for years before, when I was a younger man, no, I used to just get compliments about my eyebrows, and I never. But now as an old man, I need to tweeze them.
No,
what are you doing with your nose hairs? What are you doing with your eyebrow? Oh, that's what I wanted to say. If I ever meet Vince Russo, I want to hug him. I'd want to hug him. But also, I don't think I have it in myself not to say. What I've said to other people, like, is this real? Are you real? Like, are you a real person? And I've said that, and they get offended when you say to somebody, "Are you a real person?" I don't know. What is that when Shawn Michaels? I know Ric Flair. When does Vince Russo stop? And is that something his family has to deal with? What's real? When is Vince Russo not being Vince Russo? You were saying earlier, Larry, is he aloof?
But see, him when he gets on a rant in his real life is the character. Because I'm just thinking about him at a restaurant or bar, and as soon as you get onto a tangent, because he's one of these observational guys.
Yeah.
He's going to get on, well, don't you ever notice whatever happened to the ABA? You had the two different basketball, and then he's into Vince Russo, I think. I think he's into the character then.
Bro, I just want a black coffee. Look at all this here on the menu.
Yeah, I think he'll stretch into that.
But then you're his family, you're like, you don't have to do this. My man, stop.
I know, because I'm trying to imagine him in a good light where I could, where he's low key.
Like I said, I want to hug him and be like, brother, rest easy. Stop. It's okay. You want to go for a beer? I just want to be okay. But then I also be like, are you real? Like, there's another part. It's like, but are you really like this? Are you real?
I feel like he's got to have crazy nose hair, right?
No way. If you're in an unfinished basement that amount of time, there's no way you're addressing the nose hairs. I'm a person that goes out. I have to go out. I have to meet people. I'm addressing the nose hairs. Gus, am I wrong?
No, you got to address the nose hairs.
As you get older, you have to address hairs. I don't know if Vince is doing that. Who's he talking to? His fantasy baseball team league?
Pastor.
We saw the state of him on this JCW show, and it's like he's wearing a leather jacket. He doesn't even get a decent haircut. The pictures he takes of himself too, for all this, where he's like, "I'm traveling for JCW." Can you believe it? Nope. He's stone faced, and it's just like, what do we? Amy, stop this! Help us!
Boy, I don't know.
I'm so jealous that you guys are gonna go to a live show.
I mean, I gotta
there
go.
Might be one close-ish to you. I don't know. Look.
When's the Denver one?
But see,
you guys are not. But me and my friend are gonna have a time.
Okay.
We're gonna be weird. We're gonna probably pick up some ladies and come back to the house.
I can't ride over.
No, I'm looking to have an FFFFM type situation.
Can I just be the guy in the corner sitting in a chair going,
no, God, no. I don't need a chair guy.
Doing this.
He's cool.
Big booty cutie.
Cool. Everybody's cool.
Hey, brother, I'm cool.
Oh, man. Maybe the next one after that. They seem like they're on a loop.
Yeah, I can learn a Juggalo lyric that is a reference to what's happening.
Oh, what's the one? Hocus Pocus. That's a good ICP song.
There you go. I'll say that. I'll say in the corner out of nowhere in the darkness. What are even magnets? Guys. Hey, guys.
You know, I
What are
might
even
let,
magnets?
Ruined my life.
Oh no!
I
Poor
might
Gus.
ask Nate to go with me to that thing.
Oh my god!
He might be down for that.
Get some
See,
Juggalo.
mine's a TV taping, so I'm gonna have spoilers for fucking everything.
Oh, shit.
And I'm not gonna see any of the backstage segments, so I have no idea what the fuck's going on.
Well, you get to ask that, answer that question. Are they subjected to the to the pre-tapes, to the footage? We're always like, are they watching this? Is that why they're so quiet?
They popped like hell when cocaine came on.
You know what? And the announce team is trying to get over. It's cocaine.
My God, cocaine.
Look, we're talking more about JCW than NXT
because it's good.
All right,
Oh,
we're done.
All right. Blair just took a big pull. He's ready to go.
That's my Nash gimmick.
There you go.
The jackknife, brother.
There you go, Sean Oliver. We've done more promoting of the jackknife than you ever did.
The box looks like the ice cream bar box.
Yeah,
that's fun.
It's fun.
Yeah.
Exactly. That's what it is. It's just fun.
So to be clear, before we end, Kevin Nash, good. At least his weed output is good, and Gus is going to have an FFFM situation.
A menage a juggalo.
A menage a juggalo with me in the corner, rooting him on, hollering him on.
No.
Just seeing flesh and smeared face.
I'm the green t-shirt guy in the corner. I've got the exact green t-shirt guy. I got the hat. I got the t-shirt. You can see me in the darkness. It's black light. Like,
we don't need that.
Bye-bye.
Good night.
It's Wilson again. That was fun. I bet it was the best episode ever. You know what you can do to help the workers out? Rate, review, all that good stuff on whatever app you're listening to. Tell us how much you love us. If you want to contact us, it's theworkersclubshow@gmail.com. We got a YouTube, The Workers Club Podcast, a Blue Sky, theworkersclub.org, and we have a Discord where the invite link is left in various places. I'm sure you can find it. That's it. Thanks for listening. Appreciate it. Bye.
Smile and love each other.